And when you think that all the odds are all against you, and you just feel like giving up, well, I won't let you.
Yeah, man, that was at the ACM Awards. Chrissy Metz is here. I had no idea. I'm a big fan of This Is Us. We also we had our good friend Mike Coulter come by to talk about the movie Breakthrough. But I found another reason to love this woman, Heather B. When I saw her get up, you know how scary it is to get on a stage of some of the best elite vocalists of our generation and to belt out a tune. And not only did she belt it out, man, I'm sure you got a lot of fanfare from it. The one only Chrissy Metz is back, ladies and gentlemen. Chrissy Metz, y'all.
Yeah. Well, the funny part is, I mean, obviously it's not so funny, but it's my first live performance, and my in-ears weren't even attached to my pack. 2 seconds, like 2 seconds out, and I'm like, I can't hear anything. I was like, okay, it's going to be what's going to be. It's going to be and luckily, like, somebody came and clicked it in for me, and I was like, okay.
You was able to figure it out, huh?
Well, you just got to.
and Carrie Underwood was on the stage with you? What the hell?
What the hell is right. Like, about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, I mean, all of those ladies are obviously incredible vocalists, but, like, so kind and loving and just, like, welcoming, which made it, of course, that much sweeter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
You've been to a few award shows, right?
I have. I like them.
Do you like award shows?
Especially if there's concerts involved.
Okay, right? Yeah, you get performances and all that.
A little concert, yeah.
I've been to this award show, the ACM award show. It's different to me. Like, I might have told you this. The hospitality is just on a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's genuine.
It's genuine, right?
It's genuine. And yeah, I mean, everyone was like, we're so excited for you. We're so pumped. Like, we're here. Do you need anything? And I'm like, are they afraid for me? Like, are they worried? No, they're just really kind. They're just really sweet human beings. So.
Yeah. So, we were talking about this earlier, and, I see, I think you got a mixtape ahead of you, maybe. I think you should pursue the singing thing. And maybe,
well, I've been writing some music with some writers in Nashville.
Okay.
So we'll see. Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, you could premiere it here, man.
Okay.
And, if you want to put a little flair on it, we could take it and do a couple remixes and.
Why not?
Have the B on it too. You need a hype woman.
You, Sway, you could host it.
She's like, I didn't agree to that yet, but
no, but
I was like,
it's family, so we got you.
Okay.
I'll host
Cute.
it. Yeah,
Thank
you know how much noise that would make.
I would love that.
If we did a Chrissy Metz mixtape.
I would love that.
Hosted by Sway in the Morning. Y'all
on
with
the
it?
streets.
She got a rap sounding name anyway, Chrissy Metz. That sounds like a.
Because I was like, should it be like C Money? Like, should I get a little? No, but it's enough.
Chrissy,
okay.
with the Z and everything too.
Yeah.
But a C Money's a good alias. You know how like rappers they got like 5 different names,
right?
Depending on
Diddy
your
had
mood.
about 12. So
Right.
This is true. This is true.
Right.
This is us.
We evolve. So
yeah. That's who we are.
Right.
Do you ever rap at home? Truthfully, I mean.
Presents. No, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, I would sure, but it's not like I'm amazing. I mean, did you see? I did drop the mic. Did you? I
saw that.
So, which was super fun, and Jesse Tyler Ferguson, who I thought was just gonna like crush me. I was like, no, I can't let this happen. I can't let this happen. So, I like to, but I it's not like I'm good. It's not like
that is not a prerequisite
nowadays.
It's not? No, not in the rap game.
Oh no, it's not.
OQ rap today. He did Ice Baby.
Uh-oh.
Want to give her a little sample? Remember how you started?
First.
I don't want Chrissy to run out of here.
No.
First.
He said I don't.
Yeah, we was really surprised that this was the song he chose, being from the Bronx, the birthplace of hip hop.
Yeah.
This is his go-to rap song.
It's in your heart.
Encore.
Can you rap with me, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. You might need the headphones for that one, Chrissy.
Uh-oh.
Yo, Chrissy. Let's kick it.
Hey.
Ice, baby.
I want to say rice and gravy.
All right, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something
grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know.
Check out the lights,
and I blow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a mandel, light up
the stage like a chump,
like a candle. Dance like a poisonous mushroom, deadly.
When I play a dope melody,
anything less than the best with a felony. Love it, believe it. You better gain weight.
You better hit bulls out of
Kid, don't play.
Here we go.
Yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves.
Hey. It's been a minute since I heard that one. It's been a minute.
All right, I like that. This is gonna be the first
Maybe a
song on the
little salt and pepper
mixtape.
next time.
Okay, we'll throw that out too. You got, like push it.
Maybe.
Got a man.
Yeah, is it What a Man?
What a man.
What a man.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's rock that out right now. Chrissy Metz is here, man. She's here to talk about the new movie Breakthrough, and also This Is Us. We got a lot of fans in the room about that. So you want to talk with her? 888-742-3345. Oh, you ain't got to rap it.
We really didn't mean to upset you.
I said, do I make myself clear?
That's the voice of Chrissy Metz, who's here, who plays Joyce Smith in the film Breakthrough, out April 17th. We had Michael Coulter come up and talk about it as well, produced by our good friend Devon Franklin and my great friend Stephen Curry, Stephen Curry, if you will, based off the novel The Impossible. It's a faith-based movie. I love these kind of movies because they always have a great ending.
Yeah.
So that's why I watch Hallmark.
Yes,
we need great endings, you know.
And this is true.
This is based on a true story.
It is a true story, and everything is pretty on point. Tommy Shine, who is the EMT who actually recovered John from the icy lake, was Caucasian. So that's probably the only thing that, Mike's not a white guy, but like everything else is almost to a T.
It's almost to a T. What would have attracted you to this role?
Well, interestingly enough, my mom had a stroke 2 years ago, and that was about a year prior to the movie being greenlit. And the same words that you actually heard in that clip prior, I said to my mother's doctors, like, you don't know my mom, you are a doctor and you practice, and you can give her prognosis, but you don't know what she's capable of. And if you don't have anything positive to say, like, you can get out of the room.
Absolutely.
And I was like, wow, this is such a coincidence, And then, of course, I read the script, and the through lines of this movie is that, like, we're all stronger together than we are apart, and that love is the strongest force, I believe, on this planet. And it was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. Like, I have to be a part of it.
You have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Did you know Devon Franklin prior to this?
I didn't. I mean, vaguely, like, here and there. But, gosh, he is such a wonderful human being.
Yes.
I am so grateful to him. He's not only a friend, but, like, a big brother, and, like, has become a teacher for me. So I'm always like, tell me everything. So yeah, it's been really wonderful.
Like, do you call him, like, Devon gives the Grace Life advice?
I
mean, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, excuse me, Megan, can I talk to Devon?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I was going through something personal, and he was like, look, this is what you need to do. This is what's gonna happen. And it did. And it was like exactly what I needed to hear at that moment, and it really helped me.
It really helped you?
Yeah, 100%. And he has this incredible book, Truth About Men.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yeah, we're a trip, aren't we?
Yes.
We've been on that.
But it's, what's wonderful is, like, there's an answer to, like, the questions that women have about men. And then there's also, like, okay, are you ready to step to the plate and be the man that you are supposed to be, but B, that women deserve you to be? It's just, it's good.
And then when that man is ready, are you as a woman ready to receive it?
Right.
Yes.
With him in all his glory.
Right.
Kate.
It's that too.
Right. Yes.
You know.
Exactly. No, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Damn, you got access to Devon like that. He don't return my text messages.
Does he recognize the new number?
You might not know the new number, Heather.
Also, I've been on a press tour with him, so
it's easier.
he is a captive audience.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
So Chrissy, on This Is Us, you play a character that everybody loves, and then in this movie, you're the Rock. You're John's mom, and you're kind of the person who doesn't give up and brings the community together around him. But I'm wondering, to pivot from that, being that you're playing these characters that are good and people wholesome or whatever, would you ever play a character that's completely opposite? Because Mike went from Luke Cage to this,
right?
But would you go in the opposite direction, like play a villain or something like very horror movie or something like that?
Not a horror movie, because that stuff scares me. I'm not interested in sitting in that space for 16 hours a day and having that energy around me. I'm not interested in that. Now, if it's a villain and there's some sort of, character arc and they change and they, their perspective or their, something, then yeah, that makes sense to me. But there has to be, like, everything I do has to have intention. And so it would just depend on the project.
Okay. What about, like, a stripper or a drug addict or?
A stripper?
Yeah, I could see you doing it. You'd kill that.
Well, I would. Again, it would be about what the storyline was about.
Behind the character.
Yeah. Nobody wants to ever be typecast, and so many people are. But it would just really have to make sense to me. But yeah, I mean, I think as an actor, as a human being, I want to not only relate to those people and have empathy for them, but them to have their story told. I think it's super important.
Okay, Chrissy Metz.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, it's interesting you mentioned not doing horror because of the energy.
Yeah.
And I was curious about you when you play the character Kate on This Is Us. And I want to talk to you about the vulnerability because I feel like Kate is nothing but vulnerability, being vulnerable every time she shows up on the screen.
Yeah.
So how do you take that in, and what place do you go to for yourself to convey that vulnerability?
As we all have gone through a lot in our lives, and I had a pretty tumultuous childhood, and I always, and I think that's why I got into acting, was like I always sort of felt alone, and I don't have anybody to relate to, and so I always wanted that. I either wanted to impart that on people, or I wanted to give love or receive love, and I think that's what we do in our art, and so to speak. And so I just sort of get to that place, and I think that our strength really is in our vulnerability, because that cracks open this like space that I think we're all really afraid of being in, even though we all need it and we all want it. So I don't know, I'm really comfortable with being uncomfortable because that's how I spent my life. Like somebody either making fun of me or somebody telling me that I should be this or that, and having empathy and like grace around that they don't know any better. And if they knew better, they would do better. So I think it just comes from my life and my experiences and just being okay with that.
Wow.
Can we get into the finale real quick?
That's all. She's been waiting for this moment right here.
I gotta see what I can pull, even though it's gonna be like little pebbles, but I'll collect what I can. So if you didn't see it, citizens, now's the time to like close your ears, mute, turn down the volume,
Spoiler
whatever.
alert.
Right.
Exactly. But one of the most significant parts, and I always have like deep analysis about This Is Us, because there's just so many clear parallels to our own lives, a lot to learn. But Toby, who is Kate's husband, is seen. There's a lot of flashbacks, but in the finale, there's a lot of flash forwards. And in the future, it appears that Toby does not have a ring, his wedding ring.
That's what somebody said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pebble.
You gonna hit us with that?
Pebble.
One pebble, Tracy.
And then everyone is present, besides Miguel, besides Kate. But since we have Chrissy who plays Kate here, what can you tell us? Is there a divorce in the works for some type of couple?
Here's the thing.
And This Is Us.
Can a man clean his ring? Could he have left it at home?
Oh.
There's many things that could have happened. He did say they're on their way.
Yes,
it could
I remember
include
that.
Kate. What's so great about the show is, of course, we know what's going to happen. So I do know what has happened, but I can promise you that you will find answers out pretty quickly in season 4.
Okay.
If Kate's in the picture, if she is, in what way. Everyone's concerned that she has deceased, that she is dead.
Oh.
And I'm like,
I didn't
Don't
think
stop my
here's
check.
the thing. But here's the thing. Milo's character, Jack,
Right.
it's not linear, so it doesn't matter anyway. So what I want to say is not to worry.
Okay.
Not to worry, folks.
Not to worry.
Yes.
Okay, not to worry.
What
Okay, that's
advice
good.
would you give Kate? Like, because you kind of having, outer body experiences.
Yeah.
Obviously, you go full in when you're playing her, but then
Yeah.
you're also seeing it from your own perspective. And Kate,
Yeah.
in one of the final episodes, she's admitting to her mother that I have insecurities. Like, your presence just sometimes makes me feel small, and I'm probably can continue feeling like that.
Right.
What would you tell her as far as her personal development?
Oh, I think it's really continue to be honest. That's where the growth really comes in. I think when we can be honest with ourselves and then with other people, that cracks open something where you're like, oh, I thought you thought this. I mean, there's so many times that our perception, of course, is our reality, but it's skewed. It doesn't, like, you look at a tree a different way than I look at a tree, but it's
Right.
still this tree.
Yeah.
And so I think that if you continue to be honest and you're like, listen, this is how I'm feeling, and then somebody can say, oh, but I'm so sorry, like, this is how I was feeling, and there's a common ground because we all want the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chrissy Metz is here. Mike Muse, I didn't realize you met Mike Muse before on a balcony.
Yeah, we met at the Vanity Fair party for the Oscars 2 years ago.
I was going to say it was a minute.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Chrissy,
yeah.
I really appreciate you pretending like you remember him. That
No,
was
no,
so
no,
nice.
I
No,
sort of
she
vaguely do.
No, I know she doesn't. No. We talked about that off air.
But I think I sort of vaguely do.
I
Did you have?
was reminded I ran up to her and I fanned out. And Citizens, I'm like too cool for school, so I never fan out in front of celebrities.
Well,
but
I don't know. I
but
I
with
got
Chrissy,
the,
I completely
well, thank
fanned
you.
out when I saw you.
Well, if you have the picture, I do want to see it.
I was actually looking for my phone for it. I don't have the picture of you and I, but I had the picture of the event.
It wasn't that exciting.
Okay.
I'm dead.
You didn't say that.
To even go further, I said, you know what, Chrissy, I'm not going to post this of us. I want to keep this in my personal archives.
Check your deleted items, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. Do that. But anyway, enough about us. To go back to This Is Us.
Yes.
I'm just curious about, because this show is such an emotional roller coaster from like every episode, and the quality of acting as an ensemble is so fantastic, which is why I think you guys get recognized ensemble at every award show in particular. I'm just curious, is there ever a moment on set where there is a break in character and one of the actors actually just has an emotional moment, right, where you just have to take a time out?
Oh, I think we all do. There are times where I am watching, Mandy or Randall Sterling, and you can't help but be moved by their performance, because I think every one of us sits so presently in those moments that one time in particular, I was like supposed to come in at a particular line, and I was so engrossed in what Sterling was doing, I'm like crying, and I missed my cue, and I was like, oh gosh, but it happens because you're captive by these performances, and because the writing is so special, that you're like, oh, this is just life.
Yeah.
It's helping inform me in what I should be doing in my relationships or lack of relationships.
Okay. Noted.
Anyway, it's a new development.
Okay. Yo, what happened, Chrissy? You've been hitting at this for a second. I'm gonna tell you what happened. With Devon Franklin, I had to talk to him about something personal. Then he wrote that book. Men, y'all are a trip. Don't think we ain't here.
That's true. Wow. That's very true.
I'm just picking up clues.
Just let me
Pebbles.
I'm dropping them. You're picking them up.
What happened? Let's talk about it.
Honestly, I think people grow apart, right?
Yeah.
And I think what you find out in relationships is that not everybody is your forever person. But that doesn't mean that it negates the wonderful things that happened. So, yeah, that's it.
That's it. How much time did y'all put in?
About 5 months.
Oh, bitch.
Exactly.
Damn, Tracy.
Exactly. That's why. I was like, come back when it's 2 years. But let's be very clear. I was married at a time before.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
I'm not like a newbie to relationships.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
No. I've been there, and
Okay.
No, she's bitch. 5 months.
Good, Chrissy. That's easy. That's an easy bounce back.
No, but you're absolutely. And I think the 5-6 month marker, that's when you like really dig in to see if like you want to be with somebody.
Right.
And it's a very huge indicator of that. But anyway,
5 months, 5-6 months. That's about that time when you got
the honeymoon's
decide.
over.
Yeah. What we doing here? Like shit. We gonna do another 5 or 6?
You ready?
We gonna do more? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got it at the right time.
It's very.
Bitch. No. Lisa from Ohio is on the line. Lisa, good morning.
Lisa.
Hey. I was getting mad. I was like, are they going to get to me or not? Because I got to talk to Bug.
Aw. Bug.
I just wanted to say it took me a minute to get into This Is Us. For years, I had heard people talking about it. I never watched it. And the end of last year, I started binge watching, got myself caught up, and I love the show. Now, the one thing about you, Bug, I got to say, at first, your character, Jesus, I was like, this little bratty-ass fuzzy. So you kind of had that middle
about to put your headphones on.
bratty thing going on. So I'm glad now you're no longer the bratty huzzy, but you're more like kind of embracing that middle child syndrome thing where you're kind of like the rock of the three of you guys. Like you kind of can go Kevin's way. You're kind of there for Randall, but then collectively you guys are all there for each other. So I got to say I'm so glad the woman you've grown into. I'm happy.
Well, thank you.
She was about to get it.
Somebody
I had a
wasn't
rebuttal.
watching.
I had a rebuttal, but we don't have time.
All right, Lisa, you're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Diana in Georgia, go ahead. Say hello to Chrissy.
Hey.
Hey, good morning,
Good
Sway
morning.
family.
Good morning.
Heather V, everybody, Christmas.
Hi.
Oh my God, I am so in love with this show. You all don't even understand. Okay, Kate, Chrissy, listen. I hope in your future, broadcast that you take it easy on your mom. I really hope you do because you lay it good on her.
Hey, what's that about, yo?
Let's be very clear. Rebecca is not perfect. Okay?
Right.
She's doing the best she can, and so is Kate.
Take it easy on mine.
Okay, all right.
She's getting older. Fine.
Diana, you're a citizen. Yo, before you go,
really coming for
man,
Kate
they coming
today.
hard.
They are.
Yo, we got Chelsea right outside, man. We should ask her to come in. You cool with Chelsea Handler?
Yes.
That's your girl, right?
She here?
Chelsea Handler. She got a new book, Life Will Be the Death of Me.
She is.
Chelsea, where you at?
Where's Chrissy?
She right here.
Good job you did the other night. I loved it. Awesome. Thank you. How you doing?
Good. It's so good to see you.
What's up, Chelsea?
You too. Are we sitting together?
Why not? Let's get a moment going, right?
No, he just wanted a moment.
I just wanted to see, just make that magic happen right there. Two amazing people on one show. That's you know.
Hi guys. Hi everybody
what's up,
else.
Chelsea?
Hi.
We haven't seen you in a while.
Hi. Hey guys. Hey.
Chelsea has a new book, Life Will Be the Death of Me.
That title is too funny.
It's
real
crazy.
and real.
That's the shit that happens, you guys. Life happens and then you fucking die.
There it is, right? That's pretty much from the womb to the grave.
Yeah. I
And
didn't know that, sadly.
And you reveal so much. This is such a revealing book. You know, we hear about the trials and tribulations. You went to go seek psychiatric help after Donald Trump was elected. Is that true?
Yeah, I had to see a psychiatrist after the election because I wasn't really dealing with it in a healthy, normal, calm way. So I went and paid somebody money to let me bitch about Donald Trump for about 3 sessions. And then we got down to business about what Donald Trump represented to me, which was my own father and my own childhood and my own loss as a child when my brother died. And then I was able to get real about what my anger is really about, which is, my brother dying when I was 9 years old and telling me he was going to come home and never coming home and taking that as rejection and not as an accident. So it got pretty heavy and it got pretty deep. And then I was like, I better share this experience because that's what I do for a living is overshare.
And then, well, boy, did you. Boy, did you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to exercise that muscle, and I think it's helpful for people. I thought I was fine because my career was great. I made a lot of money. I was successful. I thought, oh, wow, I don't have anything to be upset about. How can I be? And so I didn't want to go to therapy, and I didn't want to deal with the stuff that really hurt me or why I behave in the way I do or my lack of patience or my lack of empathy. And to have a professional tell you all the things that are wrong with you is powerful.
It's powerful, right?
And it makes you really want to get it right.
You ever been to a professional, Chrissy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. Gosh, yes. Yeah, and the family origin stuff is so... Ooh, it's exposing a lot of things that, I haven't dealt with, and we're afraid to deal with them. And we fill the void, and we, a lack of empathy, or we eat over it, or whatever it is. Whatever we try to do to just keep going. But oh no, I see. Yeah, definitely.
And I think the most important thing with therapy to remember, I came from this place where I didn't think I had a right to be in pain, like I just said. And I also came from this place where it was narcissistic. I thought, I have a TV show. I'm famous. I have books in my name. It's too much. I'm going to go sit and talk about myself for 2 hours. That sounds like a real narcissist.
Be happy. What could I be upset about? Yeah.
So, and the thing that I really want to reiterate just to anyone who's listening is that you have a right to be in pain. You have a right to talk about that and extinguish it and get it out of your system because there is no shortcut around it. You have to go through it. And I don't want people to go through their childhood trauma when they're 40 like I did. I want people to deal with it, and we didn't have the tools. So it is so important for people just to be empowering about therapy. I feel the same way about therapy that I do about cannabis. Everybody needs to get on board.
Chelsea Handler, ladies and gentlemen. Chrissy, I want to thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much.
All right, love
so
you.
Nice to see
We
you.
love you.
Chrissy.
All right,
Let me sign
love
one
you.
for you.
Okay, all right. Hey, go ahead.